I took it over. What's yours? Of August? Oh, so right around the same time. Aw, that's super sweet. Love it. What's your sister doing? Is she being silly? Uh-huh. Well, good to have you back for a happier circumstance. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Temple Akiba. My name's Cantor Lonnie Freilich, and it is so wonderful to see all of you here tonight. We are here to be together to celebrate Shabbat and to celebrate a special occasion because Frankie Capella is going to become a bat mitzvah tomorrow. So mazel tov to Frankie. Frankie's going to be helping to lead us through many of our prayers this evening. And tomorrow she will be leading us through our entire service. So tonight is a special treat where we can hear what she is going to be able to accomplish tomorrow, and we know it's going to be amazing. I always cherish the extra hours of light that we experience during the summer. It feels so good to have a little extra light when things have been feeling so dark, and things have been very dark this week. This was a very difficult week with the shooting in Minneapolis. It's been a difficult year in general, many years now for the Jewish people, a dark time in which anti-Semitism is running rampant. So we are all in need of extra light these days, physical light and spiritual light. And light is such a powerful metaphor in our religion. So I wanted to begin this service by sharing a beautiful commentary from the conservative prayer book Eitz Chaim regarding the significance of light. Why has light been such a favorite symbol of God? Perhaps because light itself cannot be seen. We become aware of its presence when it enables us to see other things. Similarly, we cannot see God, but we become aware of God's presence when we see the beauty of the world, when we experience love and the goodness of our fellow human beings. So when we look at the light of the Shabbat candles, we are reminded of God's presence in our lives. And tonight, as we gather for Shabbat, let's enjoy the light that we see before us, the lights of our candles, which Frankie will be lighting for us soon, the colors reflecting from the light on our Ner Tamid, and the light that each of you brings to this congregation. We're going to begin with a song that is not in our prayer books, but it's called Bring in the Light. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Join with me. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a peaceful day. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a restful day. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat, shalom. As we watch the candles shine, Shabbat, shalom. Cover the challah, pour the wine. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat, shalom. Time to take a big deep breath. Let's take that big deep breath. Shabbat, shalom. A special day for us to rest. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And to help us bring in the light, Frankie, we invite you with your family, your mom, your dad, your brother, up to the bima, and we are on page 2 for our candle blessing. So mom's gonna light, and then we'll go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We invite all who are able to please rise for our kiddush on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafet. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho ve'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amin ve'shad kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat. L'chaim.
Yay, and then take a drink. It's just grape juice. No wine. All right, thank you so much. All right, everyone, please have a seat. Our next prayer can be found on page 20, and this is the prayer Lecha Dodi. This is a special, a mystical prayer, and it's said that the Kabbalists would get dressed all in white, go out into the fields to welcome the Sabbath bride. And so we're going to kind of reenact that moment ourselves towards the end of our prayer. We're going to be doing verses 1, 2, and 9 this evening. On verse 9, we say, Boi Kala, we are welcoming the Sabbath bride. And so to welcome the Sabbath bride, we're going to rise and face the entrance. Oh, at the end, not now. I'll tell you when. I'll raise my hands and let you know. Lecha Dodi, Mikra Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela. Join me. Lecha Dodi, Mikra Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela. Shambor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmianu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'litila lecha dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 2. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila lecha dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. We rise and face the entrance. We're on verse 9. Boi v'shalom hateret bala gam besimcha uvetzola toch emunei am segula boi chala lecha dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likra kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Now that we have welcomed the Sabbath bride, I would love for us to take a moment and greet each other. So for the next minute or so, turn around and say hello to someone that you have not met before. Introduce yourselves. Let's greet each other. All right. We'll have many more moments in our oneg after the service to continue schmoozing and greeting each other. But until then, I'm going to invite Frankie back up to the bima, and she is going to lead us in the Chatzi Kaddish on page 26.
Yikadav, Yikadash, Shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Bayam Madira Chirchute, Bayam Lich Malchute,
Bechayechon
Uvyomechon, Uchaye Dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, Bagala, Uvizman Kariv. Veimeru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach, Le'olam Olam Me'amaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishkabach, V'yipar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yihadar, V'yihale, V'yihalal, Shemei de Kudisha, Brichu, Le'elam Min Kol Bicharta V'shichata, Tushbechata V'nechemata, Da'amiram Be'ama V'yimeru. Amen.
Beautiful. Thank you, Frankie. Yay. Our next prayer is our formal call to worship, the Baruch Hu. And we're going to ask all who are able to please rise, and we're on page 28. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. And we remain standing, and we turn to page 34. Our next prayer is the Shema. And the Shema is one of our oldest and most important prayers. Jews have been saying this prayer for thousands of years. We're able to link the recitation of the Shema all the way back to the First Temple period, which was between 928 to 586 BCE. In the days when the temple stood in Jerusalem, the Shema was recited by the priests during the daily prayers. And after the temple was destroyed and services were moved to the synagogue, the rabbis included the Shema in the morning and evening services. It initially was meant to warn Jews against worshiping other gods and remind them to remain loyal to the one God. In this day and age, we are pulled in so many different directions. So the question begs, who or what should receive our highest human loyalty? And our Jewish tradition teaches that we as Jews owe our highest allegiance to God. So we are on page 34 for the watchword of our faith, the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. be seated. We're going to turn to page 36 for our Ve'ahavta, which Frankie will be joining us to lead once again. And if the Shema teaches that we owe our highest allegiance to God, so the next question is, how do we go about expressing our allegiance to God? And the Ve'ahavta teaches us that it's not enough to simply recognize that there is one God who created heaven and earth, but we should love God and express our loyalty to God with specific actions. And these actions include loving God with our hearts and our might, teaching our children, physically reminding ourselves by inscribing it in noticeable places. And so Frankie is going to chant how we should do these acts. Page 36. And let me get this for you.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. ושינתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך ובטבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem, amen. Beautiful, thank you. Our next prayer is the Micha Mocha, which can be found on page 40. And the seventh day of Pesach commemorates the crossing of the Sea of Reeds. On the seventh day after leaving Egypt, the Israelites reached the Sea of Reeds with the Egyptian chariots on their heels. In traditional synagogues, the Song of the Sea is chanted during morning services, and the Micha Mocha comes from this part of the Torah. The Shirat Hayam, or Song of the Sea, is one of the sections in the Torah that must be scribed in a certain way. And I always tell my B mitzvah students when I work with them that the hardest part of chanting from the Torah is trying to find the part in the Torah, because if you look in the Torah, the words are all sort of justified in long block script, no vowels, no highlights. So to try and find the actual portion can be difficult at times. But the Shirat Hayam, the Song of the Sea, is something that is very easy to find. It's a wonderful landmark to try and find other parts of the portion because it looks so different. So some people say that the layout is similar to bricks that were used to build the pyramids. What I see when I look at this portion is two columns representing the walls of water on either side of the Israelites, and then there's a column in the middle, and I see that as the Israelites crossing through the walls of water. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha. Dedar tehilot, osevele. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Throughout our service, we have been climbing up a mountain. And now, as we reach our Amidah, our standing prayer, it is as if we are at the top of that mountain. In Orthodox public worship, the Amidah is one of the central prayers in Jewish liturgy. It's usually prayed silently, first by the congregation, and then is repeated aloud by the cantor. And the repetition's original purpose was to give illiterate members of the congregation a chance to participate in the collective prayer by answering Amen. It's our custom at Temple Akiba to chant the first three blessings of the Amidah. The first blessing, the Avot, praises God as the God of history, the God who remembers the good deeds of our patriarchs and our matriarchs. The second blessing is the Giverot, and the Giverot praises God as the God of nature, the God that gives life to all. And the third blessing, the Kedusha, praises God as the God of holiness. So we're going to ask Frankie once again to join us on the bima. We are on page 46. We will be doing pages 46, 48, 50, and 52 together out loud. And then once Frankie is done chanting, then we'll have a moment for silent reflection. And when you're done with your personal prayers, feel free to have a seat. We ask all who are able to please rise.
Adonai sefatai tivtaf uvidya gita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot V'imehot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Vezrat Serah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah, Rav LeHoshia, Mechayel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asarim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Baal Givurot, Umitomelach, Melech Memi, Umechayer, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lechayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'mshika kadosh, וקדושים בכל יום להללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Chesed yibane, yadadai, yadadai, olam chesed yibane, yadadai, yadadai, olam chesed yibane, yadadai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibane, yadadai, yadadai. I will build this world from love, yadadai, yadadai. You must build this world from love, yadadai, yadadai. And if we build this world from love, yadadai, then God will build this world from love, yadadai. I will fill this world with peace, yadadai. So if the rabbi were here, what would he say right now? This week is his favorite Torah portion, and this is a really wonderful Torah portion. In this week's portion, Shoftim, Moses is in the middle of his last speech to the Israelite people before he dies. He reviews for the Israelites their system of justice, the rules of kingship, their relationship to idolatrous nations, and the rules of doing battle. The Parsha contains a series of laws directing the Israelite community on how to establish a just society upon entering the land of Israel. The issues it covers include many that we still struggle with in our society today: setting up a fair and impartial legal system, making distinctions between murder and manslaughter, establishing the level of testimony necessary to convict someone in a capital crime, and laying forth the principles for conducting a just war. These varied concepts, however, are all tied together through one guiding principle that is found at the beginning of the portion: Tzedek, Tzedek, Tirdof. Justice, justice shall you pursue, that you may thrive and occupy the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Whenever a word in the Torah is repeated, it is repeated for a reason. It's emphasized to teach an integral lesson. The double use of the word justice teaches two different aspects. The first aspect of justice is that the judge must give fair judgment. This extends beyond the courtroom as well. Our judges, as well as each of us, should pursue justice in our daily lives as well. The pursuit of justice for our judges and lawmakers should be of a professional and a personal nature. It should be honest and continuous, striving for fairness in judgment and compromise. This concept of pursuing justice professionally and personally reminded me of the Musar movement. Has anyone here ever heard of the Musar movement? Good, so I had a feeling that not many people would be familiar with this, so I'm going to give an explanation. For those of you, which I think is all of you, that are unfamiliar with Musar, it is a Jewish spiritual practice that focuses on personal growth and character development. It's a 1,000-year-old tradition that offers insightful perspectives on life, a guide for personal change, and helps those practicing to focus on cultivating the qualities of their inner life. At its core, Musar is about cultivating traits such as compassion, empathy, and self-awareness. The word Musar first appeared in the Torah in Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 2, and it occurs many times throughout the Bible. The word itself means correction or instruction. Today, the word Musar serves as the simple modern Hebrew word for ethics. And Musar also refers to a body of literature. There are several dozen texts from the tradition written over the last 10 centuries. In the mid-19th century, a rabbi named Israel Salanter began a movement designed to educate people about the importance of ethics in Jewish tradition. And that movement is known as the Musar movement. The practice up until this time was to study Talmud, but he felt that his observation of the people studying Talmud, their ethical behavior was not what it should be. They neglected the civil and the ethical laws. So the practice of Musar was created to help move in a direction that brings us to a state of shleimut, which literally means wholeness. Shleimut comes from the same root as the word shalom, which usually translates as peace, as well as hello and goodbye. The goal is to bring balance into our lives through work on our inner traits and characteristics. Maimonides wrote about the concept of balance in our inner traits, mentioning the golden mean or measure we can apply to each inner trait. When any trait tends towards the extreme, whether excess or deficiency, it's problematic. Only when the trait is in the mid-range will it operate harmoniously and beneficially. And when all of our traits are in that condition, then we can call ourselves whole. When all is said and done, holiness and wholeness and any other elevated idea of the spiritual goal comes down to a simple Yiddish notion: be a mensch, be a decent human being. That one Yiddish word conveys the full measure of the integrity, honor, and respect that a person can hope for in life. The pursuit of justice, of tzedek, fundamentally is about restoring our pursuing of balance. Pursuing justice, in other words, means seeking to restore harmony and balance in our world. There's a clue in the first verse of the Torah portion about how we might begin to do that. Judges and officers, you shall appoint to you. As used here, you is in the singular, which I take to mean that we need to begin with the singular individual, with ourselves. We can bring harmony, balance, and ultimately justice to the world only if we make it real for ourselves. To be real with ourselves requires humility. This Torah lesson always comes as Elul and the season of introspection begins. It comes as a reminder that we can only bring justice to the world after we have fairly judged ourselves. We judge ourselves to ensure that we're not self-righteous or conceited, and to ensure the image we carry of ourselves is balanced in reality. We also apply the same generosity towards judging others that we aspire to apply to ourselves. Honesty and compassion, integrity and mercy, justice and loving kindness. A Hasidic story about a revered village mayor typifies the Jewish pursuit of justice and loving kindness. This mayor was known for his acts of kindness and justice, for how he almost single-handedly brought more healing and righteousness into the world. So when the mayor passes away, his followers were sure that he rose to heaven. One night, the mayor who had passed appeared to someone in a dream, and the dreamer asked, "How is heaven? Tell me." And the mayor answered, "Heaven is awful. Sure, it's beautiful, but everything is in harmony. There's no opportunities for me to do acts of loving kindness, no opportunities to pursue justice." So as we transition from summer to this period of introspection, may we each have the wisdom to judge ourselves carefully, clearly, and with humility. And may we have the strength to all be mensches, to pursue both loving kindness and justice in the year ahead. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may that be God's will. We are going to move into our prayer for healing, the Misha Berach, which can be found on page 253. And this is a prayer for those who are in need of healing, whether it be spiritual, physical, emotional. It's a prayer that helps remind us, our community, that we are here for one another, that we are here to support each other in our time of need and our time of help. And it's not just a prayer that is about those who are in need of healing, it's also a prayer for the caretakers, because being a caretaker for those in need of healing can be very difficult and very draining. It's an amazing and beautiful thing that each of us has the opportunity to do, but this prayer is for all of us, those who are helping and those who are in need of healing. So I'm going to play the first verse, and hopefully you'll sing along with me. And in the middle between the two verses, I'm going to be playing piano, so feel free to just mention the names out loud as I am playing. Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Please mention the names of your loved ones who are in need of healing. and let us say, Amen. It's my pleasure to invite Verna Erez to the Bima to share with us an official welcome from our Board of Trustees. Verna, welcome. Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. First of all, I want to thank Cantor Freilich for leading us in this very meaningful service this evening. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome everyone to Temple Akiba of Culver City. Is there anybody here for the first time? Well, we'd love to greet you at the Oneg following the service. I would initially like to thank Frankie and her family for lighting the candles, and also Frankie for leading us in the Kiddush. Thank you very much. And I also wanted to mention that you're going to do beautifully tomorrow, your bat mitzvah. And I would like to thank the Capel family and also Leslie Gold, both for hosting the Oneg tonight. The Capel family for hosting it in honor of Jackie's bat mitzvah, and Leslie Gold in memory of her husband, Barry. A few things that are happening. It's time to renew your membership if you haven't yet. High holidays are September 13th through and October 2nd. There's going to be an open house on February 5th at 5:30 p.m. before services. And our book club is reading something called The Woman Who Smashed Codes on September 16. This is a really good read. And we're having a social action social on Sunday, September 14th at 12:30. And it's being sponsored by the Tikkun Olam Committee, and you're invited to share your concerns and interests in social action, advocacy, and justice. And there will be a tasty lunch. It's also served, I believe, before the discussion. One other thing, that there will be a sound bath kickoff on September 16th at 7 p.m. If you've ever tried this, it's really, I've done it only once, but it was really very, very peaceful and very enjoyable. And again, Shabbat Shalom. Yes?
For the welcome back nosh.
The welcome nosh.
I believe it's next Sunday.
Thank you. I don't have it here, or I skipped it. Yes, there will be a welcome nosh on the 7th, which is Sunday morning, welcoming all the families back to the start of religious school and to the whole community to see what's available for all of us. Thank
And I
you.
believe that's at 9 a.m.
The 9 a.m.
as
yes.
religious school begins.
Yeah, and there also will be food there.
Yes. As a nosh should have food.
Lots of bagels. And Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much, Verna. And once again, I would love for all who are able to please rise for the beginning of our concluding prayers. We're on page 282 for the Aleinu. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kagei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam. Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Please be seated. And a reading before our Kaddish tome at the bottom of page 291. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We remember with love those who have yahrzeits during this time, during this Shabbat. I don't have anyone listed in Shloshim, which are people that are in mourning, the first 30 days of mourning. Is there anyone that is in that period that would like to share a name? Mary Lou Cantor. And although his funeral is not until Sunday, Herman and I would like to remember a longtime friend, Effie Katz, who passed a few days ago, but we don't officially say Kaddish for him yet because his funeral will be this coming Sunday. So we add to their names the yahrzeits, the anniversaries of those who have passed during this time, during this Shabbat, and years past. And we begin with the names who are in our Sue and Jerry Erfrig Memorial Room, including Adele Aisley, Lillian Edelman, Barry Gold, Betty Cates, Annette Conblett, Deborah Conblett, Gary Conblett, Gerald Conblett, Edith Miller, Elizabeth Rosenstein, Hannah Rosenthal, William Samuels, Irma Spiro. And we add to their names Penelope Barrow, Irving Birkin, Donald Brout, Carol Chin, Rachel Edberg, Samuel Edberg, Mark Evans, Sam Forsythe, Naomi Gold, Tony Karp, Horty Levinson, Ada Magrill, Murray Perkle, Robert Reichlin, Paula Rappaport, Harold Rice, Myrna Robledo, Min Rootberg, Albert Rosenberg, Jack Schwed, David Smith, Barbara Snyder, Samuel Springer, Arlene Steinfeld, Kenneth Stone, Tilda Weiss, and Pearl Weitz. Is there anyone else in our congregation that is remembering a yahrzeit this week? Benjamin? Anna Ramus. We stand as a congregation to remember these loved ones. We're on page 294 for our Kaddish tome, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei dekudashah brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim alenu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Aleinu va'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, to all humankind. And together we say, amen. Our closing song is Oseh Shalom. Please feel free to have a seat. It's the last few lines of the prayer that we just said together. And this has some hand movements, which I will not be able to lead because I'll be playing piano. But for those of you that know, when we get to one of the last sections of our prayer, when we say may the one, we're going to go may the one who makes peace, bring peace down. So one, peace, and down. All right. Oseh Shalom, B'romav. Oseh Shalom, B'romav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. Here's the hand movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oseh Shalom, B'romav. Oseh Shalom, B'romav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. All right, Capel family, we invite you up to the bima one more time for our last ritual. So we are going to have all of you hold on to the challah over here. All right, you ready? Ha-motzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices join in happy chorus as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, ha-motzi lechem min haaretz, v'tei alon. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Please join us in the social hall for our oneg.